It's quite the crowd scene. Okay, would you please activate the little Mr. Thief? Right, with these case files, recreating everything should be a snap. Where should I start? Well, indeed, according to these documents, it seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president. A freelance journalist by the name of Jack Cameron. However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And was murdered by the culprit.
So that would mean the place he saw the president was here.
Here? At the Grand Tower? No, the Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, Kay. Before that, this place contained mostly old abandoned buildings. However, 12 years ago, this place was...
Ha! Now you're finally talking about some stuff that I know! Yeah, 12 years ago, at this very spot was... the Happy Family Home.
With an orphanage? What's that, pal?
It was a place where children who had lost their parents could live.
Oh no.
Or to put it simply, it was an orphanage.
Did you guys bulldoze an orphanage to build a cool tower? Oh no. Oh, you don't do that. So the president was kidnapped at that orphanage.
And the head of that facility at the time was Patricia Rowland. Apparently, Rowland always referred to it as her home.
It seems suspicion would naturally fall upon her. Patricia Rowland, Blaze the Best, and President Wang. The darkness that remains from the SS5 incident still casts a shadow on the present case. Kay, I'd like you to input the investigation data from Jack Cameron's murder case. We can probably assume that he was killed by one of the kidnappers. So if we solve the murder case, we'll know who the kidnappers were, right? Precisely. I'm counting on you. Okay, time for a little Mr. Thief. Set it to maximum. Whoa. We've created areas to walk that there is a building now.
What the heck is this? Everything's green. Oh, I'm gonna puke.
I've come to expect such reactions. This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago. Based on the documents from the police investigation, I recreated this scene to show what it looked like when police arrived at 7 a.m. the next day. It appears a fair amount of snow had piled up here.
Yeah, I'd heard that the footprints in the snow were prime pieces of evidence. The snow fell during the day, on the day of the incident.
So the snow only fell before the crime took place, which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow. I must make sure to pay close attention to these footprints. Okay, so there's one big pair that wanders off over here and then stops, and those are probably his footprints. And then it looks like there's either two sets or some people walked in this way and then came back out. Let's look at them. Let's just go and let them in order. These footprints stop near the body. They must be Mr. Cameron's footprints. He sure has some big feet. They look a size 11. According to the data, his shoes match these footprints. Alright, good. The easy part to deduce. The footprints here seem to lead to and from the body. These footprints were believed to be the culprits. The shoe size is about a size 7. That's a fairly average. It seems he won't be able to tell who the culprit is from these footprints. Alright. Good to know. What's this over here? A flower bed? According to the data, this facility had 3 gardens. And each of these gardens contained 3 flower beds. 3 square-shaped flower beds. Okay. The way these flower beds are lined up. Have I seen this arrangement somewhere before? Since it was during the winter, there are no flowers in the bloom. What a shame. What's this yellow flower? Is it a lion lily? Why is there a single flower here? That is a lion lily. That's a very rare type of lily. Did you say lion lily? And rare? That's the flower Miss Courtney gave to the president. What's it doing here? Could it be just a coincidence? If I recall, the lion lily originates from Asia. In the language of flowers, it means the bond between parent and child. I never knew you were so familiar with flowers. That much is common sense. You're simply lacking in your studies, Miles Edge. Was? Alright, so there was a lion lily here in this flower bed. Let's check out the body, I suppose. So this is the eyewitness of the president's kidnapping, Jack Cameron. What exactly did he witness? I've recreated the photo of his body based on the photos taken by the police. It appears he was struck in the head from behind. The murder weapon was a brick, right? It looks like the ones from his garden. The blood that flowed from his head was splattered all over the surroundings. Here, take this. It's Mr. Cameron's autopsy report. So much evidence! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, so there's a brick here, but there's also a Nokia phone, which I find significantly more durable and terrifying. So what if he was killed with the Nokia phone? I assume this is the victim's cell phone. That's right. Apparently Mr. Cameron gave his eyewitness testimony over the cell phone. What do you mean by over the cell phone?
After Cameron found the president, it seems that he called his girlfriend. But she didn't answer the phone, so Cameron left a message on her answering machine.
The tape is in the case files too. You want to hear it? Please.
Hello, Joe. You asleep already? I'm in front of the facility now, but something's not right. President Wang's here of all places, and what's more? Crap, the light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. I can't believe it, but it almost looks like he's being kidnapped. I thought I'd let you know.
Ah, he's fine. What was that sound at the end?
It seems he was attacked while he was still on the phone.
Agent Lang, may I ask, what was the name of Mr. Cameron's beloved?
I'm pretty sure I heard her name was Jill Crane.
So, it was true.
Did you say Jill? This was why she was seeking revenge for 12 long years.
The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaze.
But Miss Crane tried to get a revenge on Blaze, right? She may have wanted to get revenge on him for covering up the kidnapping case. Or perhaps she thought Blaze himself was the kidnapper. Wow! There is a lot of things happening. Let's check out the body and the camera and the brick. And maybe the flower again. Jack Cameron was a freelance journalist. He was killed because he witnessed the president's kidnapping. The blood really stands out in the recreation. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Even in the original photo, it looks brutal enough. A lot of blood was spilled. The back of his head is covered in blood. That must be where all the blood spilled from. According to the autopsy report, he was struck in the back of the head with a brick. Indeed, it's likely that the killer approached Mr. Cameron from behind. Is the victim holding something in his right hand? That's also written in the case files. It seems he was holding onto a button. A button? Did he tear it off the culprit's clothes? Huh. A button. Button. How'd he get the button? Brick? Any fingerprints? This is the brick that was used as a murder weapon. You will find bricks like this all over the garden. They must have used one of them as a weapon. A yellow flower has fallen here. It's called a lion lily. Indeed, Francisca told us earlier. Apparently, it comes from Asia. Yup, in the language of flowers, I think it means the bond between partners in crime. It's the bond between parent and child. Okay, do we look at the footprints? No. I think that's all we're gonna get from inspecting. Can we combine the logic things that we have? 3 footprints in the scene, we've had that for ages. That is kind of the same arrangement as the footprints, actually. 3 footprints, 3 flower beds. That's why he dug them up in that pattern. Oh. Perhaps this is the true nature of the monster's footprints. True nature? Compare the positions of the 3 footprints and the 3 flower beds on the left. Ah! The exposed areas of dirt match the areas where the flower beds were. So Blaze dug holes in front of where each of the 3 flower beds used to be. Exactly. Now why would he do such a thing? I believe we have a piece of evidence that tells us why. Why did Blaze dig holes in the ground near the flower beds? Because something was buried there. It was in... not the I-7. The report on Knightley. The thing he laid to rest in front of the flower bed 12 years ago.
Take that!
The report from Patricia Rowland to Blaze de Best. It said that something was laid to rest in front of the flower bed. So Blaze was following Miss Rowland's instructions to dig it up? But why would he dig up 3 holes? The report didn't state which of the 3 flower beds the item was in front of. Also, Blaze didn't know exactly where to dig. That's why he had to dig up all 3 spots. Most likely, yes. I'm sure Blaze himself was none too happy about that. He went through all that trouble. I wonder what he was trying to dig up. Interesting. Can we go over here and look at that actual spot where things were? Guess not.
What do you want?
John, I'd like you to tell me the exact details of your kidnapping. You were kidnapped at the garbage pickup area, right? Why'd you go there?
You don't have to act as a go-between. I can just talk to the old man directly.
So he says, looks like he's finally starting to warm up to you.
I went to the garbage pickup to throw away the flowers I found in the body. I was nearby and I thought it'd be harder to find them there than if I just tossed them in the trash can. I went there last night too, but the gate was locked.
And that's why you went there again today, to dispose of them.
Yeah, but when I got there, someone suddenly grabbed me from behind.
Are you Sleepy Z on you, right? Catching Z's is now super easy with Sleepy Z's. Even though she was also a victim to it, she seems to have taken a liking to the slogan.
Whoever grabbed me was really strong, but that's all I know. I have no idea who it was.
I see. So that's what happened. After the drugs wore off, did you notice anything about your surroundings? Those drugs were brought to you by Sleepy Z. Catching Z's is now super easy with Sleepy Z's.
It was kind of cold when I woke up. I was in a dark, empty room. Boxes with foreign writing on them were lying around, so I figured I was in a warehouse.
The whole place was like a giant refrigerator. It was a commercial warehouse. That's right. Dawn was rescued thanks to the collective efforts of Kay and Detective Gumshoe.
Since it was still a bit cold, the cooling unit's power must not have been cut for too long. So, for some reason, they didn't think to take my phone, so I used it to call for help.
I see. In any case, it's good that you're safe and sound, John.
I don't need your fake sympathy, old man.
What an incorrigible child. He's just like a certain someone I know. Okay, well, these are not super helpful. I might talk to Courtney. I don't really want to talk to them at all. Oh, let's check out the orphanage. This door! I remember seeing it from somewhere. Of course you would. It looks exactly like the grand tower door we saw earlier. But this is a recreation from 12 years ago. That means this door has been here since then. It seems when the grand tower was built, they decided to reuse the door rather than destroy it. It's like the old saying goes, discover something new by hitting up something old. Oh, it seems she's understood the correct meaning of a saying for once. But if you're using a microwave to do it, don't heat it up for over 5 minutes. It gets too hot, it'll burn you. Can we combine the other two things I have in my logic? Murder weapon, brick. I don't think these two are connected, but I've got a lot of slack, so I'm gonna mash them together anyway. Not connected. No. Didn't think so. Need to think this over one more time. So it's not those. I need more hints from somewhere. Oh, did I check out the camera? Camera seems like a good thing to look at. The victim was carrying a camera. Oh, according to the case files, it seems he only managed to take a single photo. Here it is. This is... Isn't that the president? He's being held at gunpoint. This must be the scene where the victim witnessed. So the person in the coat must be the kidnapper. Indeed, it seems like some sort of disguise. If the logic of the agent Lang's father is correct, then this person should be Patricia Rowland. But why is there only one photo? Perhaps he was killed before we could take any more. Alright, did we get new logic or did we just get new evidence here? Let's see if we can talk to Agent Lang about some of this stuff.
Three flower beds and snow.
Agent Lang, what's the matter?
Something strange. I wasn't able to read the SS5 incident case files until now.
Since Blaze had all access to that information, rest is restricted.
Yeah, that's right. And yet, I feel like I've seen this exact scene somewhere before.
What do you mean?
Where did I see this? If I could just remember.
He looks deep in thought. I should leave him alone for a while. Let's leave him alone by immediately asking him a bunch of questions.
After the SS5 incident, the president completely changed. Well, he must have felt like his trust had been betrayed. I guess it's only natural. He cut off all ties with the Lang clan, putting an end to our deep bond of trust. My old man wanted to at least apologize in some way. So he tried to go see the president more times than I can count. Of course, the president refused to meet with him. He wouldn't even give him the time of day. I don't know if it was from the bodyguards, but there were times he'd come back all beaten up. But me standing around talking about the past doesn't do jack, does it?
I shall be the judge of that. For now, just keep telling us what you know.
You're still as tactless as ever. Well, I figured you'd say as much.
Yikes.
The fall of my old man was also the fall of the Lang clan. The family that failed to protect the president. That's what we became. My old man started to investigate the case like he was possessed.
Could someone so driven by obsession truly conduct a proper investigation?
Sheesh, you really don't pull your punches, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't think I blindly trusted in his investigation just because he's my old man. His investigation was meticulous, down to the last detail. Apparently, he even conducted a thorough interview with each and every kid at the orphanage.
He interviewed every child? I wonder how fruitful his results were.
Interesting. Man, there's so many people to talk to and so many things. I don't want to talk to Franny. I don't think she's got anything for me. Maybe Mr. Shields? Hey, Ray, what's up?
This scene sure puts a chill in your bones. Uncle Ray needs a hot babe to keep him warm.
Ray! Ray! That's the most inappropriate one yet. Could you please try to be a little more serious? Like ever? Like anytime ever?
Oh, if that's what Kay wants, I guess I have no choice, huh? Miles, this is where it all began, isn't that right?
Yes, I fear that this is the case.
What was Patricia and Blaze's true goal? There's still many mysteries yet to be solved.
Indeed, it is just as you say.
Oh, particularly the mystery of what happened to K-Ray's love. Isn't it suspenseful? Oh.
Not even a little. You just couldn't resist, could you, Mr. Shields? Why can't you ever stay serious for more than a minute? I think he's genuinely incapable of staying serious for that long.
We need more clues.
Yeah, this seems like kind of a sticky place. Courtney, do you have anything for me? Can I talk to Courtney? Courtney Pie? Courtney Pie!
Please, ask me anything you wish.
I'd like to present the lily to you, actually, because that's weird.
You have my heartfelt thanks for bringing John back. Oh, even the thought of him not coming back makes me... Hey, old man, don't bully my mom!
No, that wasn't my intention. Ooh, look at him go! Mommy's little knight in shining armor. He's so cool.
It's not like that. Quit blabbering stupid stuff about me. John, please wait. May I proceed, Mr. Edgeworth? My actions were unbecoming of one who calls herself a servant of the goddess of law. I won't ask for forgiveness. However,
Judge Courtney, I am not as well acquainted with the goddess of law as you are. However, isn't that goddess also a mother of other gods? The law makes exceptions for extenuating circumstances. It understands a mother's heart. I'd say perhaps your goddess sympathizes with you more than you think.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't get it. What the heck are you two blabbering about?
It's okay, John. I don't have a clue either. It seems the dust has settled on day one of Patricia Rowland's trial.
Yes, while a decision is yet to be reached, I would say a guilty verdict is quite likely. I'm sure a thorough investigation into her connection with Blaze will be conducted as well. After seeing Sebastian today, I know we can put our faith in him.
Just like Kay, Sebastian is also in the midst of training for the future ahead. I see. When you say it like that, I guess we have more in common than I thought. I said a few mean things to him, so the next time we meet, I'd like to apologize to him.
I'm sure you will get your opportunity, but for now...
Yes, the president solving this case is our top priority. Giving her flowers sounds good, actually, but not romantically. We're giving her flowers because she, coincidentally, happened to have a bouquet of a very rare flower that was also found in this crime scene.
I suppose you would like me to tell you what exactly took place 2 nights ago at my recent meeting with the president.
Can you tell me now? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Indeed, I'm sure you yourself understand the importance of this matter.
Yes. However, I cannot tell you yet. Not now, at least.
Come on. She's determined to keep her heart closed. And without the ability to break the locks on her heart, like a certain someone else, I have no choice but to give up for now.
Mr. Edgeworth, may I just say one thing? This case was thrown into chaos because John tried to cover for me. I would like to take this time to offer my deepest apologies.
Your apologies aren't helpful. Sorry, schmarries. Don't worry about yourself. My logic won't be swayed by a child's lies. Besides,
I'm not so tactless as to condemn a child for trying to protect his mother. Besides, you were saying? No, pay it no mind. Mother and child, huh?
Alright, what else have we got? Sleeping drugs. Might be suspicious. Let's show her the movie poster.
Seeing John's performance on the silver screen, I always look forward to it.
Judge Courtney, about that.
In fact, until I personally go and see John's movies in the theaters, I try to avoid learning any information about them. No spoilers. I don't want to see a trailer. I don't want to hear the title of the film if I can avoid it. Please, let us not talk about it.
No, Judge Courtney, that wasn't what I...
Although I've already come to learn a little about the plot in the course of this case. If you intend to divulge any more details, be prepared to face the wrath of the goddess of law.
Don't hit me with your gavel! It seems the goddess of law does not take spoilers lightly. No spoilers. Okay. It's pretty good. There's a lot of things here. Do you know anything about this case? Are you gonna talk about it?
What is this? Do you wish for me to crush it with my gavel?
No! Absolutely not!
It isn't merely a joke. The goddess of law does not permit this gavel to be used trivially.
Will it crush? Find out with the gavel! You look quite serious about it, though. Alright, I don't think Courtney Pie is gonna be the source here. Let's try to show some stuff to Lang. And see if he doesn't have anything to say about some of this evidence.
The SS5 incident that occurred 12 years ago. I guess I should tell you everything. My old man failed to protect the country's #1 VIP. Because of that, he put everything on the line in this hunt for the culprit after the incident. During that time, my old man, he was like a lifeless ghost. If he had just caught his prey, he might have been able to forgive himself. But that shrew, Roland, she managed to get away scot-free. My old man couldn't repay his debt to the president, nor could he unravel the case. And so began the nightmare that our wolf pack still hasn't woken up from to this day. Satisfied?
When his clan's honor was damaged, young Lang's heart was wounded just as badly. Agent Lang, I can sympathize with your father's regrets. However, all we can do is perform a thorough investigation of this case. I hope your words will serve as some kind of clue.
That's all you have to say? Sheesh! All that talking was a real waste of time.
Yikes. Button?
You keep shoving irrelevant nonsense under my nose, and I'll chew it to pieces.
I think I should put this away for now.
Okay. At this point, I'm feeling like we just keep talking to other random people and see what we can get to fall out. Francisca! Help!
Scruffy! Don't you dare say a word. I'm warning you!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Please help me, sir.
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
It's about the story behind the SS5 incident, sir. Even though Blaze may have lost his authority, there's no way you can get confidential documents this quickly. That got me curious, so I made a few calls and asked around, and I found out that Miss Von Kama used all sorts of forceful tactics to...
Scruffy! I saw that on Joe!
Hey!
You've done a lot for us, Francisca. I promise I will bring this to an end with my own hands.
Funny? Unhelpful. Alright, guys.
What a scoop! Would you look at that? These folks have done turned green! Maybe they're sick or something, but their clothes are green too. Well, I'll bet their clothes are all green too. I reckon this ain't no ordinary disease. You picked up on something good. Looks like you're taking it to the next level. Yes, Chief.
Looks like there's no way we'll be getting a word in. Not that I have any desire to intervene. Oh yeah, let's look at the actual snowman, because there was a snowman in the picture.
This is mostly melted, but it appears to be a snowman.
There's a scarf and a hat. He must have melted since he was dressed so warmly. The poor thing has even lost one of the buttons that was used for its eyes. The temperature reaches its lowest point at dawn. Perhaps it would have refrozen later. Heh, not too fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Once a snowman melts, even if it freezes up again, it becomes an iceman instead of a snowman. What? Is that what she was expecting me to say? So, the button, it lost a button eye. But how do we use that? Is the question. Because that button is gone, and we can see a handprint on it for where the button was gone. This pillar appears to be burnt. Oh! According to the files, it seems there was a fire on the evening of the incident. A fire? Let's see here. Huh? He says that one of the children at the orphanage spilled kerosene and set it on fire as a prank. I guess that kid had far too much energy. A lot of kids setting things on fire. And thanks to that, we can't make out any of the footprints near the main hall. Fire data jotted down. Okay, alright. Fire. So that's everything. It was just that one little bit. Alright, but we got a lot of stuff now. We've learned pretty much all that we can about the situation at the time of the murder. Oh, in that case, is there another scene you'd like to recreate? Yes, would you do the honors? I would like you to recreate the scene when the victim witnessed the president's kidnapping. Right, I'll recreate the scene based on Mr. Cameron's photo. Little Mr. Thief, do your crazy holodeck business!